Welcome to Kerry Miller TV Academy. I am so excited to bring you this webinar. I am Kerry Miller and I am so excited to be your host today. Real quick, do not miss this special bonus. I put together a very special video for you at the end of this webinar, how to use this one simple technique to grow your business. For those of you who have planned accordingly to watch this amazing webinar, I have a special gift for you at the end of this presentation, but you have to go all the way to the end of the presentation. This video alone will change your business. Don't miss out on this special bonus. At the end, I'll give you a special link where you can go download it, and I know that you will enjoy it. First off, I want to welcome you. I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule for yourself. Just being here proves you're serious about growing and building a successful business. You could be doing anything right now. You could be out shopping, you could be out doing another job, you could be doing anything in the world, but you're here. You're here for one reason. You're here because you are serious about your business. You are serious about growing your business. You're serious about increasing your revenues, and you are serious about making things happen. And I appreciate you for being here. I know how tight schedules are. I know how schedules can just bog you down and things in life just get in the way, but you are here, and I want to thank you for that. I need you to do something real quick, and this is extremely important because I also understand how easy it is to get distractions. I don't want you to have any distractions. This webinar is very important to your business. This very webinar is extremely important to getting your business on the right track, to help you get to where you want to go, to help you achieve the things that you want to achieve. I call it the Mount Everest moment. The moment where you climb that mountain and you plant your flag that shows that you successfully made it to the top. So turn off your phones. You don't need any Facebook or Twitter or any other apps playing. Just turn off your phones. Shut it down for just an hour. That's about how long we'll be here, about an hour. So just shut it down. Turn off your TV. Dr. Phil or Oprah or The View or the news or whatever you're watching, you don't need that distraction out of the corner of your eye. You see, your peripheral vision is going to catch that, and it's going to draw you away from what's really important. And get rid of the neighbors, get rid of the kids, get rid of everybody. Find them something to do. Make sure that they don't distract you. Make sure that they understand, hey, I'm doing this for us. This is for us. And so you guys find something to do. Be very quiet. We're here for business, and we're going to make sure that things happen for you. So it's time for them to go play and do the things that they do. And trust me, I have kids, and I know that they love attention, and I love giving them attention. But right now is your time, the right time for you to be right here. This isn't a presentation about me or for me. Today is all about you. This day is about you growing your business. Tell me this. What is it that you're doing to demonstrate your products and your business? Have you developed a system that is working for you to grow your business? If you have a system that you have developed, are you happy with the results that it's producing? Are you happy with the return on investment of your time? Are you happy with the return on investment of your money? Are you happy with the results that the system that was put in place, that someone sat down and helped you with, or you sit down yourself and you put this system in place? Are you happy with the results that it is producing? Is it allowing you to reach the goals you have set for yourself to achieve the outcome that you desire? You notice I highlighted goals and achieve, and let's just talk about that for a moment. Every one of us has goals. You went into business for a very specific reason. You went into business to do something very specific, and I don't know what that is. You do. Those that you love and care about and you nurture and that love and care about you, they know because you set specific goals. Even before you decided to start the business, you knew where you wanted to go. Have you reached the goals you have set for yourself to achieve? And with goals come achievement. It could have been a financial achievement. It could have been a certain place in your life that you wanted to be. It could have been so many things that you wanted to achieve. There again, I don't know that. You know that in your heart what you wanted to achieve. You know where you wanted your goals to take you. And have you achieved the outcome that you desire? You know, some of us trot along and we get along and we say, okay, it's going to happen tomorrow, it's going to happen tomorrow, it's going to happen. You know what? Sometimes tomorrow never comes. It was your desire to make this happen. Have you achieved the outcome that you desire? If you do not have a plan and your business is not growing, what is stopping you? What has stopped you from putting those actions in place to obtain the goals that you set, to make sure that those goals stayed on track so that you could achieve the desired outcome that you wanted? What is stopping you from making that happen? You know, there's 1,000 reasons we don't do what we do. We get busy, we got other things on the fire, we've got this to do, that to do, we've got to go here, we've got to go there. You went into business for a very specific reason, and I'm going to tell you now, those reasons will not happen if you don't have a plan, and you don't put that plan in action, and you don't get started. What is stopping you from doing what you want to do? Right now, I want you to just think for 1 second. I want you to stop and I want you to think. And I want you to type your answer below. And I want to hear what's stopping you. I want you to tell me, Kerry, this is what's stopping me from going forward. This is what I need help with. This is where I need to go. This is what the things that I need to do. So just type your answers below in the chat box there, because I want to make sure that we help you get exactly what you're looking for so you can get exactly where you want to go. So go ahead, take just a second. Go ahead and type it in. I'm here to tell you today, you are in the right place at the right time. You're not here by chance. You are here because you took action. You are here because you took the first step in changing your business. You are here because you did something to be here. You're in the right place at the right time if you want to grow your business. If you want to take your business to the next level, if you want to exceed your goals and make things happen, if you want that Mount Everest moment where we climb the mountain together and on top of that mountain we plant the flag of success and we stand there and we hold our hands high. If you want to grow your business, you're in the right place at the right time. If you want to get out of the box, you're in the right place at the right time. I am an out-of-the-box kind of guy. I don't like to stay in the proverbial box. Everyone else likes to stay in the box because it's the status quo. To heck with the status quo. I'm getting out of the box because Kerry is going to make it happen. If you want to get out of the box, it's time to get out of the box. My favorite commercial is the La Quinta commercial where there's in the La Quinta there and there's 4 or 5 of them standing in a box and there's one little guy standing in the front and he starts to get out of the box and he goes, whoa, 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 and he jumps back in the box with everybody else. Today is your day to get out of the box. And if you want to increase your revenues, today is definitely the day that you're going to learn how to do that. Why? We did not go into business to not make money. I don't know of any business owner that goes into business to make money. Now, I don't know what your reasons are that you want to make money. We all have different reasons. I love helping people. I love donating. I love giving to others. I love helping others get to where they want to go. I love helping people. Yours may be a college fund. Yours may be a vacation. Yours may be a new home. Yours may be a new car. Yours may be giving more to charities. Yours could be anything in the world. But whatever that is, you cannot do it unless you increase your revenues. to take your revenues above that plateau of what we call having to pay our bills, having to sustain life. Once you get above that, you can do anything you want. And that's what we're going to do today. If you are in the right place at the right time, if you want to increase your revenues. You're at the right place at the right time if you want to be a leader. Leadership is extremely important in business. Followers are just that. You know what we call followers in this day and time? Employees. Followers are those who come to work, they punch the clock, they get behind the counter, they go to work, they hit the factory floor, whatever it is, they're the followers. Some of them want to be leaders in the worst way. They just haven't had the guidance or the mentorship it takes to get them there. What they need is a good leader to help them get to where they want to go. So if you want to be a leader, you're in the right place at the right time. If you want to be an expert, and let me tell you, in order to gain success in business, you have to be the expert. You have to understand your product. You have to understand revenue streams. You have to understand how to put it all together and make it happen. And you have to have the ability to explain that to others without running to someone else and saying, oh, just hang on a second. I'm going to have to go ask such and such in order to answer your questions. You just lost all credibility. You just lost your leadership role. You just lost the ability and capability to be the expert to that person because you did not have the answers. And if you just want to make it happen, and that's the reason you're here, if you want to make it happen and you want things to start rolling, then you are in the right place at the right time. You're in the right place at the right time if you want the opportunity. And this is so important in a global economy where we run 24/7 today on the internet. People are up 24/7 searching and looking and wanting and needing and searching for the things that they want to do in life. And it could be the very opportunity that you have. Maybe they need to lose weight. Maybe they need to become a marketing consultant. Maybe they need to be a better cook. Maybe their makeup isn't right. Whatever it is they need to do, they have the opportunity to find it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you want the opportunity to build your business 24/7 on autopilot, you're in the right place at the right time. But let's talk reality. You know, that whole reality button always comes in. It's always there. You just can't stop reality from hitting us in the face sometimes. You're not where you're at, and you did not achieve where you wanted to go because of reality. Tell me this. If you do not have a plan and your business is not growing, what's stopping you? What is stopping you from getting where you want to go? And you know, most of the time, it's reality. We all have fears. Fear of rejection. My biggest fear, and I've been doing this a long time, my biggest fear, even today, even when I walk in to make a sale, when I walk in to make a presentation, is that people will reject me. That they will turn me away, that when I look out upon the crowd and I'm talking to them or I'm selling a product, they're paying attention to something else. When they're doing that, they're basically rejecting you. They're not paying attention to you. Everything you have to say is going in one ear and out the other. It's kind of like Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. You know, they don't hear a thing. They're rejecting what you have to say. Why? Because you've not hit their hot button. Why? Because you didn't come off as the leader. You did not demand that attention. And why? Because you have a fear. And they see that. Fear of setting up a presentation and no one showing up. At one time, I was with a company called STS. We did phone cards. And a friend of mine, we went coast to coast, calling our friends and saying, hey, fill your living room up. We're going to come, get the coffee, the cake, the donuts, get all that stuff out, fill your living room up, and we're going to show you how to be successful with phone cards. The funnest thing I've ever done in my life. I enjoyed it. I loved it. It was absolutely awesome. And we went coast to coast doing that. And what happened was We would get to these homes, and the biggest fear I had, if the meeting was set up for 8 o'clock at 7:30, if no one had showed yet, I was scared because there was a lot of donuts and a lot of coffee and a lot of tea and a lot of stuff to eat. The chairs were all set up, and there was always a fear that no one would show up but you and the person that owned the house. What if people don't believe I have a real business? So many times today, and believe it or not, even in the business that I'm in, I work out of my home, my office is in my home, my studio's in my home, everything is in my home. And there are people that look at me and ask me all the time, Kerry, do you work? Do you do anything? Do you have a real business? I never see you go anywhere. I never see you do anything. How do you make your money? Do you have a real business? And you have a fear of what people think about you. A fear that you just can't do it. Have you ever started something and you thought, gosh, why did I do this for? You have this fear that you just absolutely cannot do it. A fear that you're going to fail. A fear that you cannot make it happen. A fear that you just can't do it. What do you think? What is your fears? I want you to type it in the box below. I want to hear what you have to say. I want to see what your fears are. I want to see what is keeping you from making it happen. I want you to think about that very closely. What is it that you are afraid of? We all have fears. I still have fears today. Even today, I have fears. I cannot tell you the times I've been so scared to death doing what I do. Absolutely horrified. Break out in sweats, anxiety. I was always very shy in front of people. I do not like to fail at anything I do. And I had great anxiety of someone asking a question I don't have an answer to. That is one of my pet peeves. That's why I study so hard and so much. And I just dive into what I'm doing to make sure I know exactly what I'm talking about. With the internet today, you have no reason to not have the knowledge that you need to share the information with the person that you're sharing it with and be accurate, be exact, and take them exactly where they need to go without getting help from someone else. But I always am afraid that someone's going to ask that question and I don't have the answer. I want to tell you a little bit about me real quick. This was my first job. I was 7 years old, and I put this up there for a reason because that's my reminder of what it takes, the hard work it takes to get you where you want to go. I was 7 years old. I was washing dishes in my father's restaurant, standing on a milk crate. I loved going in on the weekends and working, and I got paid, and it was so exciting. And I was 7, and I was standing on this milk crate, and back then you could smoke. Now, my dad's restaurant was inside of a pharmacy. And back in the day, they used to have the soda fountains inside the pharmacy, and it was really cool. And that's where I worked on the weekends. 7 years old, they were allowed to smoke, and someone had broken one of the big, thick, heavy ashtrays in the dishwasher. And so I was bent over, and I was in the sink, and I was washing dishes, and I was so proud of what I was doing. I pulled my hand up, and the tub filled with blood. I had completely ripped my thumb open. Now, this is today. I just took this picture for this slide. So this is today. Think of what it was like when I was 7. You can see how big the scar is. I thought I cut my finger off. My dad rushed me back to the back where the pharmacists were. They put some butterfly clips on it, and they bandaged it up. They stopped the bleeding, and they did everything they had to do. And my dad said, why don't you go lay down for an hour, and that way you feel better. And about an hour later, he came back. He said, hey, you ready to go back to work? And I didn't know anything else to do. I didn't know to sit there and whine and cry and say I can't and I don't want to and no, I don't feel good. All I knew is I had a job to do, even at 7 years old. So I got up, I put a rubber glove on, I went back to my milk crate, and I started washing dishes. What a valuable lesson that was for me at 7, because I knew that no matter what happened, whatever came my way, I could overcome it and climb back up on that milk crate and dive back in and do exactly what I had to do to create the income that I wanted to create. Now, I didn't quite look at it that way then, but as I look back at the history of what happened then, it literally set the pace for the rest of my life. I was a laborer. I've done everything. I've done everything from bricklaying at 15 years old. I've worked in factories. My first factory job, I'll never forget it. I was printing out door handles for overhead garage doors. And I worked there about a week. And I was on the second shift and I got off at midnight. And I was producing more than anybody else. I took a lot of pride in what I did. And my boss would come over every night. Boy, Kerry, you did another great job today. You know, you produced an extra 500 door handles, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? He never came over and said, Kerry, you produced an extra 500 door handles. How about we compensate you in a special way for that? I never heard those words. So after a couple of weeks, I started thinking to myself, you know what? I hate this job. This is the worst job in the world. I do not want to do this anymore. I want to find something else to do. And so I called him over and said, you know, I just want to let you know this is my last night. Oh, don't leave. Please don't leave. You're a great worker. We really appreciate what you do for us. You know what? I packed my stuff up and I walked out the door and I never looked back. I knew right then that kind of work wasn't for me. You know, I love people that do that kind of work. We need manufacturers. We need people to go to those manufacturing jobs. But I wanted to be rewarded for everything that I did. And I started learning that. I remember the first time that I owned my first business. Many of you have heard of the company Shackley. I was 15 years old and I went to a Shackley meeting, and this was a few years ago. And I went to that Shackley meeting, and I was sitting in this Shackley meeting, and it was so exciting. They had taken a room in a strip mall that had been kind of turned into a conference room, and that's where I went. And I was sitting there, and a friend of mine invited me, and it was so exciting listening to what was going on. Lunchtime had came, and the man had stood up, and he said, now I'm going to pass out this pen to everyone here. And so he passed out pens to everyone, and he said, your job is to go out at lunchtime and sell that pen. I didn't know any better. All I knew is that I had to sell that pen. I knew that someone had given me a task to do, and that in order to be successful at what I was doing, I had to sell that pen. So I went out at lunchtime because I did not want to be the only one in the room that didn't sell the pen, and I sold my pen for $1. I asked and I asked and I asked until I actually sold that pen. And when we got back, he said, okay, everybody that sold the pen, please stand up. I was amazed. There was about 50 people in the room. And I stood up, along with 2 other people. I couldn't believe it. No one had done what they were tasked to do. And then, after about another 30 minutes of talking, he said, okay, I want everybody to raise their hand that wants to pay taxes on $1 million. Well, being in business with my father since I was 7 years old and going to the restaurant, I understood what making money was about. And I understood that if you paid taxes on $1 million, you had to make $1 million. So I stood up, along with about 15 or 20 other people. He said, I want y'all to go in the room next door. So I thought, man, I just said the wrong thing. He just took us out of the conference room. And so about 15 minutes later, he came over and he said, okay, you can come back over now. And he said, I want to let you know that I have dismissed everyone else. Because if you don't have the vision to think big, to think of the things that you want in the future, then you don't have what it takes to be in my organization. And I was shocked. And so that was my first endeavor, other than lemonade stands and things like that as a young kid, that I got involved in. My mother signed for me. I was so excited. I had my little brown satchel, and man, I was successful. I was making money. And I was excited. And I've been in STS. I've been in, Amway. There's so many things that I delved into. STS was probably the most favorite thing I've done. That's with the phone cards going nationwide. And I'm an entrepreneur. I think out of the box. I make things happen. I love to teach. I love to train. I love to mentor. I love to take people under my wing. I understand what it's like to lose everything you have. I've been there. I've got the pink slips in the mailbox that said, we're going to turn off your electricity. I've had my phone turned off. I've had things repossessed. I've been in that place that hurts. And I look back on those days, and the pain is still there of watching my family see things taken from us. I remember I was in the Navy, and we had bought some brand new furniture. We went to Sears and we maxed out our credit card, about $7,000 worth. My children were young and we lived in this nice apartment, and I just couldn't make ends meet. My wife was raising a newborn baby, and things were just not financially stable. And about 7 months after we bought that furniture, and I'll never forget this as long as I live, my wife called me on the phone, and it was pouring down rain, and I was stationed at NAS Dallas at the time. And she said, they just came and got everything. And she was crying, and she said, they set it in the front yard in the pouring rain. Now, this furniture was beautiful. And they set it in the front yard in the pouring rain. And I sat and watched it get ruined. I'll never forget that day for the rest of my life. You see, I've been there. I know what it's like to go through those pains in life, to suffer the pain of your electricity being turned off, to go to someone and say, hey, could I borrow $3 so I can get my kids some milk? I understand what it's like. I know what it's like to not have Christmas for your children. I've been there. I know. I feel your pain. I know why you want to increase your business and change your life. I've been there. I will close off what I'm going to say about me with just this. And I just got this testimonial in before I put this webinar together. And I want to share it with you because this is really the essence of me through someone else's eyes. And when I read this, it made me so proud that others can see what I see in my heart, but they can see it through their eyes and feel it in their heart. This is from Mike Cahill, founder of Visible at visible.co. It says, I'm a senior junkie. Over the last 30 years, I've invested about 10,000 hours attending live events, listening to tapes, CDs, and digital audio, watching videos, and attending online events. During that time, I've learned from everyone, people doing their first training event all the way to the masters. Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, Earl Nightingale, Les Brown, and Zig Ziglar, to name a few. This educational journey has given me the ability to quickly assess which mentors to spend time with and which ones to ignore. I first became acquainted with Kerry Miller late in the summer of 2012. I purchased a reseller license to a platform for building mobile apps, one which had weekly training webinars. That in itself was different, as many people hold a few webinars after a product release and then disappear. Kerry conducted the weekly training. Because I wanted to master the tool as quickly as possible, I immediately began attending the webinar each week. 3 years later, I'm still attending every week, missing only on a rare occasion. I have taught a class of my own over the last year on the same night Kerry does our training, and even though there will be a replay to listen to, I make the effort to be there live. There's a big difference in hearing something and being a part of something, and Kerry makes you want to do the latter. Kerry is one of the most genuine trainers I've ever learned from. What you see is what you get. There is no pretense, no attempt to be anything other than himself, and he wouldn't have it any other way. He challenges every listener to do the same thing. Be themselves. He will laugh, he will cry, he will make you do the same. During the last 3 years, I've lost my brother, and our team has lost a fellow reseller. On each occasion, he took time to honor them and express heartfelt sorrow for their loss. Kerry teaches from experience, not theory. He's an experienced entrepreneur who brings a wealth of business knowledge to each event. Over his career, he has taken on the tough challenges, and he is able to translate the lessons learned in a way that a newbie gets what he needs, and the seasoned business person still gets something out of it as well. He's an innovator, always implementing the newest technology into his training methods for the benefit of his students. But he doesn't just use it, he teaches others how to use it so they can grow their business too. Kerry doesn't pull any punches. Between his Texas heritage and military experience, he understands that people benefit from tough love, not coddling. He delivers a strong, challenging message with an uplifting delivery, leaving no doubt what needs to be done and who needs to do it. You. Above all, he's an encourager. He lifts people up. He believes in them and truly wants them to succeed. I would encourage anyone looking to grow a business, especially new business owners, to get access to Kerry's training. That was my great friend now, Mike Cahill. We've been together for 3 years. And what a beautiful thing he put in writing. And I know he speaks from his heart. And I appreciate that so so much. You know, I'll never forget the first time I was asked to do a testimonial, a video testimonial for the company that I actually became a trainer for, that I'm still doing training for. Now, you can see in this video, this picture, screenshot, that I'm scared to death. And I was scared to death. I'd never done anything like that. And it just, you talking about a fear factor? I had a serious fear factor. This moment right here literally changed my life forever. After all my fears, I had found the one thing I truly loved: sharing information from Hard Knocks, the School of Hard Knocks, with others that could change their lives. And speaking with authority and as an expert. I told you earlier, I love to delve into what I need to know to make sure others have the correct information. I love being the expert. I became the leader and the expert in my industry. You know, I always wanted to, and I've always listened to radio shows, and I always wanted to be on those radio shows. I always wanted to be that person. I always wanted to be the expert that everybody else listened to. And two of the greatest experiences I had just recently, I was able to do just that and become the expert on the radio show where they were asking me questions, and I was giving the answers, and the callers would call in. It was so cool, and I loved every single minute of it. You know what? You have that same opportunity. You can become that leader. You can become that expert. I learned at that moment the best way in the world to teach and share and build my business was through videos and training courses. What a great way to show your product. What a great way to introduce people to you. What a great way to show people what you have and sell them on your product right there from a video. To share with them your business opportunity right through a video. I've done it thousands of times, and every single time has resulted in the same result: increasing my revenues and growing my organization. And I learned no matter what the product or business, I could generate sales and build organizations using this method. No matter what you have, no matter what your product, it could be makeup, it could be weight loss, it could be cooking utensils, it could be an oil change, it could be anything. It could be sharing the new clothesline that you promote at your business. Whatever it is, you can produce and share and sell that product through video. You can become the expert because of the people watching you who cling onto every word you say, who look for you to come out with the right answers. You become the expert. How powerful is video? Let's talk about video for just one moment. How many of you on here have watched video in the last week? Just type in the box and just go ahead and say, yes, me, because I know everybody on here has watched a video. I know you've had to watch a video because in order to register for this webinar, you had to see my video. Every one of you have watched a video this week to get the information that you wanted to get it. Now, some of it might have been funny, but many of you go to the DIY, do-it-yourself videos to learn how to do things. Did you know that could be you? Isn't it amazing we go watch somebody else? How about someone coming and watching us? 1.8 million words. That's the value of 1 minute of video, according to Dr. James McQueevy of the Forrester Research. Do you have the time and energy to write 1.8 million words? That's the equivalent of 3,600 typical web pages. If you write an average of one web page an hour, it would take you 150 days of writing to achieve the impact of 1 minute of video. When you look at it that way, online video marketing is the single most practical use for your marketing time and energy. 16 minutes and 49 seconds. According to ComScore, that's how much time the average user spends watching online video ads every single month. Lead generation at its best. In order to build your business, in order to get your customers, you have to bring them into something and lead them to purchase what you have. Lead generation at its finest. What's the payoff for online marketing video? 80%. According to the Online Publishers Association, that's the percentage of internet users who recall watching a video ad on a website they visited in the past 30 days. It gets better than that. Of that 80%, 46% took some action after viewing the ad. In fact, 26% looked for more information about the subject on the video. 22% visited the website named in the ad. 15% visited the company represented in the video, and 12% purchased a specific product featured in the video. Wouldn't you like to increase your business 12%? 12% of purchases just from videos? What would that do for your business? If you have nothing going right now, how would you like for 12% of the people that watched a video? Let's say you got 10,000 looks. That's 1,200 people are going to purchase your product if you reach out and touch 12,000 people that are watching your video, or 10,000 people that are watching your video. Think about that for a moment. Video marketing increases sales and leads. If you're not a video marketer, you're losing customers to those who do. Businesses that incorporate video marketing into their overall marketing strategy see higher engagement rates, higher click-through rates, and higher conversion rates. Why would you leave all that value sitting on the table? I got this from videobrewery.com. Andrew Fallett wrote this article. I recommend go to videobrewery.com. I have no contact with Andrew. I do appreciate his great blog that he put up, so go out and visit him. He's got some great information on video marketing. Take a look at what he says. But, there's always a but in there. I put that up there really big. I said, well, but. And I said, man, let me really put it up, because there's always that but moment, right? But, oh my gosh, but. Video training doesn't work on itself, by itself. Video and training doesn't work on its own. You have to build a system and have a plan to make it all come together. Do you think having a plan and a system is important? If you think having a plan and a system is important, just say yes in the box below. I can't imagine anyone sitting here right now that's in business for themselves that cannot say that having a plan and a system is important. If you say no, that's probably why you're failing. That's probably why you're not getting to the place you want to go. That's probably why your business is not increasing. That's probably why you're not achieving your goals and achieving the desired outcome that you want. I've put together an amazing course that can help you put your plan in place, implement a system that will explode your business without question. If you follow these simple steps, if you follow this simple course that's over the shoulder that I'm going to show you step by step exactly how to do it, you will get where you need to go. Using online courses. Online courses are exploding right now. Go to udemy.com, UDEMY, and that's one of the places I teach you to place your course. Udemy.com and yes.com. Yescourse.com. I want to make sure that you have maximum exposure. Video. I'm going to show you how to take video, place it in your courses, place it on Facebook, place it in YouTube to create your DIY moments, to get your followings, to become that expert, and to be that leader in your industry. And of course, Facebook. I'm going to teach you how to take Facebook. I'm going to teach you how to take Facebook ads into niche areas and grow your business using your courses and video. Why this model? You can reach potential customers and representatives 24/7, 365. 365 days a year, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. You have the ability to reach out and touch new customers. Think about that 12% we just talked about. What if you were reaching out to an additional 12,000 customers a month? Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be amazing? What if you just reached out to 1,000 new customers a month and 12% of those bought? 120 people purchased your product and are signed up for your program. 12%. What if you just hit 1,000 people a month? That's very, very obtainable. Extremely attainable. You can demonstrate your product becoming known as the product expert. If you don't get anything else out of this training video now, I want you to understand this. Do not stop until you become the expert with the product. And let me tell you what you have to do. You have to take the nucleus of your product package, whatever the center product is, whatever everything else was built around, become the product expert of that product. That's the one product you need to teach, that's the one product you need to show, and that's the one product you need to sell. Everything else that is built around it will happen. You brand yourself as a professional and a leader in the industry. People will start to follow you. They will look forward to your trainings. They will look forward to your videos. They will look at you as that industry leading expert. You are the leader now. They want to follow you because you have the knowledge that they're looking for. You have an easily identifiable model that can be easily duplicated, which is extremely important. That everybody that you come in contact with, if they become a partner in your organization, that they can duplicate exactly what you did to also grow their business, which does what? It helps you grow your business. That's what it's all about. Teaching others, mentoring others, showing others how to grow their business, so in return it helps you grow your business, and you're working with each other together, making it happen. What will you learn? You're going to learn what you need to produce your presentation. You have a lot of the product already, I can guarantee it. Most of them are free. Most of everything I'm going to show you is free. If you already have a computer and you already have a microphone, guess what? You are there already. And those two, the microphone's very inexpensive. A computer, if you have to get a computer, which most everybody watching this show right now has a computer. Step-by-step guide on how to produce quality training videos and presentations. It's all about the presentation. I'm going to show you the right way to do it. I'm going to show you that you want to produce a quality presentation. Even if it's a live video that you're showing someone a utensil, let's say that you're with Pampered Chef, and you're showing this really cool gadget in the kitchen and you're videotaping that. You want it to be visible. You want it to be seen. You want to make sure that you're doing it correctly. You want to make sure that the lighting is correctly so that they can see what you're doing, and that they, at the end of that video, they are going to want your product, and you are able to give them a link where they can purchase that product and join your list so that you can show them your program and how to be a part of that organization. Maybe it's makeup. Maybe you're part of Mary Kay or many of the other makeup companies. Maybe it's weight loss. Maybe you need to show someone your before and after pictures and those who are using your product so you can show them how it works and you can talk about the product. Whatever it is, I'm going to show you how to produce a quality video and presentations to share in your courses, to share online on Facebook, and to share in your DIY channel on YouTube. After production, how to put them into a training series and produce them in a member site for distribution. How to build your YouTube channel and create a DIY style show for huge viewer attraction. How to create a Facebook page for your show and show and tell system and get excellent video attraction and following. And how to place ads to people interested in your products, services, and the business opportunity that you're sharing. I have an old saying, it's called show and tell, show and sell. And I'm here to tell you today that it has created a huge revenue stream, not only for me, but for those who follow the system. Show and tell, show and sell. You have the opportunity to do that to the masses in this course. If you do or do not have a plan, and your business is not growing, what is stopping you? I have now produced a system. I have now produced a model and a plan that can help you get exactly where you want to go if you follow it. You know, there's always the big if, right? The biggest two-letter word in the world. If you follow it. If you make it happen, I'm here behind you. If you want to make it happen and you want to go to where you want to go, I'm here. If you want to make it happen, you want to go where you want to go, and you want to have that Mount Everest moment, I'm here to help you plant that flag. Whatever it takes to get you where you want to go, Kerry Miller is here to help you get there. How to get started? Getting started on this training course is simple. Extremely simple. Absolutely nothing to getting started. You just need to make one simple decision. You have to make the decision if this is where you want to go, if you want your business to grow, if you want to have your goals and achieve those things that's going to get you to the destination you want to be. If you're looking and you're sitting there and you're saying, you know what? Everything I'm doing isn't working. I need a plan in place. If you've beat your head against the wall every single day and you say, you know what, I just cannot get to where I want to go. I can't get to where I want to be. My goals aren't being achieved. My destiny has roadblocks everywhere I turn. If you are that person, you need this course. If you're tired of hitting the proverbial wall, you have to do this one simple thing. You just have to do it. You just have to pull the trigger and do it. The price of the course is very affordable. There's one thing I believe in is making things affordable so that everybody has the opportunity to take advantage of it and help you get to where you want to go. I want to make sure everyone that wants to grow their business can get this course. Running a business is not free. I'm going to tell you right now. Running a business is not free. I could charge $19.99, and I mean $1,999 for this course, and I could sell it all day long. I'm not going to reach the masses I want to reach, but I could still do the same thing, and I could still get the same outcome. I could sell courses. Remember, as the old saying goes, you get out of it what you put in. I could sell this course today for $999. All day long. And you know what? There are many of you that are watching this video that would spend $999, but then there would be those that would say, you know what? One of my reasons I can't to where I want get where I want to go is because I just don't have the income to take me there. I know that pain. I've seen that, $100 software package that I wanted to buy and I didn't have the money. I've seen that $999 training package that I wanted to buy and I just didn't have the money. I understand that pain. You can get started today for just one time, $79. One time. It's not a monthly fee. This is not a monthly course. I have monthly courses that bring residual income in. I want to help you get to where you want to go, achieve your goals, and make it happen. And it's going to cost just $79. When the updates come out, I'm not going to go from version 1.0 to version 2.0 and tell you got to spend another $79. $79 one time. Order now. Don't wait. You know the biggest reason you fail? The biggest reason big businesses fail is because they wait. They're afraid, they have that fear of what's called pulling the trigger. Don't wait. Get started right now. What's in the business model? How you can reach your potential customers and representatives 24/7, 365. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to put the model together, put all the puzzles in the pieces in the puzzle together, and I'm going to show you how to get where you want to go. How you can demonstrate your product becoming known as the product expert. You have to be a product expert. I'm going to show you how to get rid of the clutter. I'm going to show you how to clear your brain. I'm going to show you how to look at the nucleus of your package. I'm going to show you how to become the expert of that product. I'm going to show you how to present that product and share that product and increase your sales with that one product, and then turn around and create that residual income, bringing all the other products that are surrounding that product and share those products with the same people who bought from you before. Why? Because you're a leader in the industry and you're an expert in your field. And they're going to buy from you again. How you brand yourself as a professional and leader in the industry. I'm going to share with you some tips. I'm going to bring you out of your shell. You're going to be able to do the same things that I do. And you're going to say, oh, Kerry, there's no way I can do this. If you can talk, if you can say a word, you can do what I'm doing. How you can have an easily identifiable model that can be easily duplicated by other business owners. You want to be able to show others. And I'm telling you right now, if you're on this webinar and you have not shared this with everybody you know by now and told them to come look at this, if you really want your business to explode, get everybody in your business involved in this training. Wow. What if you had 10 people in your organization doing this very thing? What would that do for you? What if they were reaching out and had 1,000 people viewing every single month, and they were all selling 120 products a month? What would that do for your business? What would that do for your residual income? What would that do to increase your revenues, to be able to give you those things that you're looking for, to be able to give you the new house, the new car, the vacation, the college fund, to help the charities, whatever it is that you want to do? What could that do for your organization if you just told and got off this call today and called all your friends that are in your downline and say, hey, that are part of your organization, you've got to go watch this, and you've got to go watch it right now. We're fixing to change our businesses forever. What do you get in this course? What you will need to produce your presentations. Most of them are free and very inexpensive. Step-by-step guide on how to produce quality training videos and presentations. It's extremely important to do that. It takes time to put together something, but you want to put it together right. It takes the same amount of time to do it wrong as it does to do it right. And I'm going to show you how to do that. After production, how to put them into a training series and produce them in a member site for distribution. How to build your YouTube channel and create a DIY style show for huge viewer attraction. How to create a Facebook page for your show and get excellent video attraction and following. How to distribute those videos on Facebook. How to do everything you need to do to get where you need to go. And how to place ads to people interested in your products, services, and the business opportunity in Facebook. How to reach out to millions of people for pennies a day. Don't wait. This is what's going to happen. And I know it's going to happen because I see it happen all the time. You're sitting there contemplating right now, oh my gosh, $79. I've only got $300 in the bank. What am I going to do? Don't think about what it costs today. Think about what it can do for you tomorrow. Think about what this course can do for your organization. Think about working together with your organization and all of you coming together and starting to put together your videos and working together as a team and growing your business as a whole. And let me tell you something. And I mean this from my heart. Take yourself out of the picture right now. I want you to stop what you're doing. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. I want you to think about this. I see some of you peeking. Close your eyes. I'm not going to change slides. Close your eyes just for a second. Because I want you to think of something. It's not about you. Today's not about you. This last hour wasn't about you. It's about those that you love, care, and nurture. It's about the things that you can do for others by making happen and achieving the goals that you have. Stop for a moment and think about them. Stop for a moment and think about their future. And what's starting your business, the business that you started to help that, the business that you started to make that very thing happen. Think about this. When your business starts to grow and you break above the old bill plateau and you have that extra income of the things that you can do for those that you care about, that $79 becomes pretty insignificant, doesn't it? You see, it's an investment not in your future, but in the future of those that you want to help, those that you care about, those that you love. That's what the investment is about. And this is an investment. You're not purchasing a course. This is an investment in your business. $79 one time. All you have to do is punch the button below. How do you access the course is the first question I'm going to get when I ask the question and answers. You'll have a username and a password assigned to you. It'll be emailed to you. You will get the course. Is the course drip fed? Yes, it is drip fed. What that means is that every other day, sometimes 2 days in a row, sometimes 3 days in a row, depending on what the course structure is at that time, you will get it drip fed to you. You will not have access to the entire course at one time. Why? It's extremely important that you understand what you're doing. And it also allows you to not skip around and miss something that's very important. I drip feed courses for one reason: to make sure that the training soaks in. As the old saying goes, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Click the link below right now. Don't wait. If you put it off, the chances of you doing it are slim and none. If you put it off right now, the chances of you making it happen are slim and none. $79, one time, push the button. Click the link below right now. So let's take a couple of questions and answers real quick. Jenny, where are you from? Oklahoma. I won't make any Oklahoma jokes, I promise. I'm from Texas. Go ahead and ask your question. Is the course ongoing and are there updates? Yes, the course, there will always be updates. A course never ends. And I know that many of you have purchased courses and you've never heard from the person before. I do surprise webinars. I will be in my office and I say, hey, I'm going to do a webinar tomorrow for the group that bought this course, and I will send out live webinars where we'll have question and answers and we can banter back and forth and have a good time. Courses never end. Training never stops. And absolutely. And if new information comes out, new products come out that I can add to the course, you're already in. You're not going to be charged for that. I don't believe in going back and charging for a 2.0 and a 3.0 and all those kind of things. You know, once you're in the course, you're in the course. Yes, absolutely. You will. Yes, you will get invitations to the webinars. Thank you. Well, thank you. She said she really enjoyed this webinar. Thank you so much. Robert from Kansas. How you doing, Robert? I love Kansas barbecue. I've been to Kansas City many times and love the barbecue up there. Yes, there is a money-back guarantee. Give me 1 second, Robert, and I will go over that. I absolutely will. There is a money-back guarantee. Next question. I will go over that next, Robert. I promise you. That's on the next slide. Trina from Florida. What part of Florida? I love Florida. Orlando. I go to Palm Beach often. I love Florida. I love South Florida. Been to Orlando. Been to the, what is that, ESPN baseball complex or whatever it is up there. I love Florida. Love Florida. Do I sell courses like this now? Absolutely, I do. I sell courses. I sell products through courses as we speak. My income I derive is from two things. Online courses, building organizations, and training. I have built organizations through video just like I'm teaching you. And have become very successful. Absolutely. Absolutely. Joni from Texas. There you go. Oklahoma is now outnumbered. Where from, Joni? Awesome. Arlington. Cowboys. Go Cowboys. No, this is not a membership. This is not a monthly membership. $79 one time. That doesn't mean you're going to pay $79 today and $79 next week. $79 one time. Absolutely. Just a one-time fee. No more. No. I know you're used to that, unfortunately. I do have courses that I will probably share with you at a later time and that are monthly courses, but this is a one-time fee. Absolutely. Let me talk about the guarantee real quick. I don't want to go too much over time. We have a 60-day money-back guarantee. Satisfaction guarantee. Now, my guarantee is a little bit different on 60 days than anybody else, okay? This is what's going to happen. If you ask me for I can't even talk now. I'm excited about Texas and Oklahoma and Kansas. I'm thinking about that barbecue. If you want a money-back guarantee, you have to do something in order to get that. You have to show me, and you're going to have to send to me, when you request a money-back guarantee, I'm going to reach out to you, and I want to see that you put together your slide deck. I want to see your videos. I want to see that you've placed your ads. You know what? I'm not looking for someone to buy, hang on to this, and try to get information out of me, and then say, oh, I'm going to jump out of it because I didn't do anything with it. I want people to purchase this that are going to do something with it. And if that's not you, then don't buy it today. I know you'll never hear anybody tell you not to buy their product, but I'm telling you right now, if you're not getting this to grow your business, to achieve your dreams, to set your goals and make goals happen, then this isn't for you. This isn't for you. So when you get your 60-day money-back guarantee, if you want your money back, you can absolutely have it. But you've got to prove to me that you did what I asked you to do, and I will guarantee you I will refund your money. Absolutely. Any more questions and answers? For all of you that stayed for this webinar today, I have this special bonus. You'll see the special bonus that has just popped up. That bonus has popped up to share with you. Click on that link and download this bonus today. You'll be so glad you did. It is an amazing video that shows you a simple technique to grow your business. It doesn't cost you absolutely anything to use this technique. It's an amazing training. Click on it today and get your bonus right now. I'm so thankful that you stayed. This alone is worth the entire webinar. I want to thank you for all coming out. I want to thank you for being a part of this training. I want to thank you for being a part of my life today, because you've inspired me by coming. You've inspired me by showing me the way. You've inspired me by showing me that you want to be successful. Click the button below right now. Order this product right now, just $79, one time, 60-day money-back guarantee. If you haven't done so already, you can follow me at Facebook, Google+, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and on Periscope at all the same thing, at Kerry Miller TV. I want to thank you again. Have a great evening. Have a good day. Whatever it is in the place of the world that you're at, thank you for being a part of today's webinar. But more importantly, thank you for allowing me to help you have your Mount Everest moment so that we can plant that flag of success together.